Okay, so today I'm going to be taking apart an instrument cluster and I'm going to show you how to do it. You need a Torque 15 and some plastic trim removal tools. Okay, let's pull this back a bit so we can see a bit more. So you do, on the back of it, carefully, you will see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Torque screws, which undo them. Okay, so we're going to start off with the these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, that separate the actual back cluster to the front part. Okay, so we'll crack on with that firstly. This one's actually quite tight. Just lay it down. Let's move the camera. Hold up. One out. Two, and these two on the bottom. These ones are only quite tight. There we go. Once you had these out, they do become a bit easier to remove each time. Okay, and that's the 4 out screws to the side to release the actual cover. Okay, and that's how you get the face off. Now some people might want to do that so they can paint inside here their colour of choice. Some people have done. You know, this one I believe is going to be red when it's finished. So we'll move it to the side because we no longer need this part. Okay, so we'll just set it to the side. Okay, so I've repositioned the camera again to show you this next part. What you need to do now is, if you want to change the LCD sections with the colour film, you can do. To do that, you need to remove this whole area here. Okay, just take these out. They're for your trip computers. Okay, so what you do now, very carefully, is remove the rest of the screws. And this will release the rest of the unit. One. Two. Three. Show you that. 4, and the last one down here. Okay, now what can happen is that can come off. Set that to the side somewhere. Okay, and then you're left with this piece. Alright, and this is the PCB board. Now, let me just get some bits. In this one, I'm going to replace these T10s. Being very careful. You can do this without having to remove all the backing, but I'm going to take one out now and just show you. Alright, there's the bulb. They just pull out. And then using the T10s, right, sorry, and that's them bits are done. Okay, so let me just quickly pop these out. And you just replace them. I will check these to make sure I've got them in the right way. I always check these sort of things. You know, just make sure they power up. And that's the 4 main ones. Put the bulb to the side. Okay, then the next thing is to remove the plastic. Alright, see, like that. What you got to do is you've got to move your clocks. Okay, so using your plastic trim piece, let's see if I can get a better shot on this. Slide and just gently push and pull at the same time. it will pop away quite nicely. You see that one flew to the floor. I must thank Steve Shards for letting me use his one to try a red cluster on. So if this turns out alright, maybe we do some more. These little ones are always a little bit more fiddly, as you can tell. That I'm gonna just go ahead and slide this out for now. Okay, I'm gonna separate that all together for the time being. I'll come back to do these bits in a second, because what I want to show you is how to actually change I just want to show you how to change these bits. There's a green film. Let me tilt my camera a bit more. We'll just shrink the legs a little bit. Okay, these bits are rather fiddly. You've got to lift, and very gently you need to poke a little screwdriver up the side. Where's my flathead? There it is. I'll show you why in a sec. One, two, hold them up, lift at the back and release. Okay, we'll do it on this one to show you as well. Gently up, okay, support it and lift out the back. And release. Put them to the side. Okay, and then in here, there's a very thin, bit of card. Okay, being very careful. I'd rather use the plastic trim. See if I get a better angle on the camera. There you go. Okay. You'll be very careful with this because it's attached by loads of little prongs on the back. Look, these. And these screens are, as you can see, very thin glass. So what I need now squeeze this out. So someone then can't find them. Alright, I can't actually find them. So we're going to have to very carefully pull these out by hand. So get them released very gently, as much as you can. You don't want to damage this display. I don't mind purple. There we go, that should release it. There you go. That's it. Do the same with this one. So very carefully. Shouldn't use this, but it's a bit thinner. Just to, I don't recommend using this unless you're really comfortable. But I'm just trying to prise a little bit off the edge, like that. Because I don't want to scratch the glass, so I'm only using it a little bit. And very gently again. Actually see the plastic. There we go. Okay, and now they're see-through. Then what you want to do is these little T5s, take them out. If they want to come, sometimes they're a bit on the tight side, I don't want to come out. Just need a little bit of leverage. 1, 2. Okay. Then remove them. Lovely jubbly is 1, 2, and then you want your T5s to replace them. Like so. Okay, they come already in the holder, and these are 50/50 size LEDs. Okay. Then you just pop them in. Tighten them up. There we go. And that's all the bulbs changed. The film's out. The red LED's in. Okay, you can change these T5s here and here. These are the indicators. You can change these as well. I've changed my indicators to purple. Yeah. So right, that's that bit. Now we need to cut some film to go in here. So I'm just going to sit that part to the side. I have got here some red frosted film. Okay, now all you do with this, get the scissors, a little green tint from earlier, and literally just do this. And just cut to size. One. Green tint out of the way. Double check the size and trim up anything you need to trim. There's a little bit there, look. Only a little bit. I like to try and keep it as neat as possible. Okay, put them aside. Right, what I've done on mine is I put the frosted side facing towards the driver, and all this does is slot in like that. You get your green surround and click it back into place. And that's that changed. Do the same on this one. Poke it in. And that's that all done. See, nice tidy little thing to do. Mine have been purple for quite a while, and they've been fine. So I'm chuffed with mine. So if you fancy challenging this on yourself, you know, it's something you can do. It's fairly simple. Just take your time with it. Or like Steve's done, he sent me his unit to do it for him, which I don't mind doing. I'll supply all the bulbs and everything. I'll supply the film. Obviously the costs are yet to be discussed with Steve on this, so I hope he's happy with it. Right, I'm going to come back to this piece now. I've got my other removal tool. Just got to be gentle because he's fiddly. And they just prise off. Right. The reason why I'm doing this bit, in case you're wondering, is I can take this off. There's a green tint around the edge of here. Okay, it's on all the back of here, on here, and on here. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully separate the back. If you look here, you can't really see it too much, but there is a green film under all this, and I'm just going to carefully clean that away. And the same on this side. Now, some people ain't very confident with this sort of thing. So Some people would just leave it, but if you want a cleaner and a brighter look, you just gently rub it off the back, and this it will give you a better finish. It will look brighter like my dash. It's just, this is the bit that's time consuming. So at this point I will stop the video, but I will pause it and I will come back once I've got it off and started to clean it, just to show you. Okay, right, just to show you, I'm halfway off with this already. Okay, all I'm doing is very gently prising without damaging anything. Don't put no pressure on it, just let it, the weight. I'm hardly using this. It will come away quite nicely. Just be very patient with it. I've had a bit of practice now with these. So, and like I say, I practiced on my own a few times, and this is the first one I'm doing for someone. And Dee's been very, you know, decent enough to let me do it for him, to see how it goes. Right, and that is off. Okay, that is everything separated. You've got the face, you've got the dials on there, look. Okay, set that to the side. You've got the electric part, you know your PCB with all your LEDs and all your chips. Hell, it's like a cooking show. That's the back plate. That's the actual, where all your LEDs get separated. And there's the front. So now you're left with just this piece. You've got the green film. On the indicators you can actually see the green film. Okay, and that is underneath here. So you get a better finish and a better glow. I'll recommend getting rid of that. So now I will set about rubbing it off.